Hey, what's poppin', people? I'm Cade Shear, and this is my channel, Cade Shear Fishing. We're back again with another banger, and today we're going over Beaver style baits. There is one brand in particular that are famous for Beaver style baits, and it's known as the Sweet Beaver, and that brand is Reaction Innovations, right there. So today I'm going to show you when, where, how to fish this beaver style bait and what you can fish it on. So first off, beaver style baits are really versatile because they imitate crawfish, they imitate shad, and they imitate bluegill. The overall shape of this bottom imitates the both shad and bluegill, and because of the little clinchers at the end, it imitates the crawfish. Also, you can fish this weightless, you can fish this on a Texas rig, and you can fish this on a jig, which I will show y'all later. So, I've got three colors here. I've got the Hillbilly Special, which is just black with a bit of blue at the end. There you go. I have got black and red, which is black with like ruby flakes in it. Dang. There you see that. And I have also got a black and blue. I don't know if you can see the flakes, but they're in there. Okay. So with this body style, the little ridges on the side, when it dives into the water, and when you work this bait, the ridges create more motion and more like waves almost, and which attracts the bass because they notice what is going on, what commotion is happening. Let me go check that out. And also, these are big old chunks of plastic. They're big old chunks of plastic, and they usually catch bigger fish because the bigger fish are real lazy, and they do better if something just drops in front of their face without them trying. So I'm gonna rig this up on a Texas rig for you. Well, first of all, they fish best in the fall and in the spring. In the fall, bass are trying to get as much of anything as they can because they're getting fat for the winter. And in the spring, they're also trying to fill up because that is when they start their bedding process. That is when they start their breeding. So let me rig this up on a Texas rig for you. These are kind of difficult to rig up because they're so thick. So I'll do my best for you. So just like any other Texas rig, you go in through the top. Until you get to that curve. You come out. Bring it around. And this is probably, because of this wide gap right here, it's really hard to get this up onto the eye of the hook. So you gotta be careful not to ruin your bait. Alright, there you go. Now, a lot of times, when you try to put these in, the eye will just slide out. So you gotta be really careful. Find where that point is, where you're gonna penetrate. And then you turn it this way. Bend, like that. And then come up just like that. And there you have a straight, very weedless bait right there. So the body style of this, it can dive through like brush piles and messy stuff to get under that brush piles. They do really well in wood. In winter, I would fish this with a jig, which I will show y'all how to rig later. See, bass's favorite snacks are crawfish, and you can see the pinchers, the crawfish, and they love shad, and the overall body shape of this chunk of plastic right here imitates shad and bluegill, so it's a 3-in-1. And you could also fish this weightless too, because it is such a big piece of plastic. You do not need a weight on your line. So let me get out a jig for you, and I'll show you how to rig that. Here I've got a hybrid jig, black and blue, and I will rig it up for you. So it is called trailers. The end of the jig is called a trailer, and a jig has a weed guard on it. Obviously, a guard from weeds, because this hook is not weedless if you just put it there. Alright, so you push your weed guard back, just like that, and you put your skirt down so it doesn't get in the way. You take your beaver, you penetrate, you go however far. It's kind of hard to guess, but you just got to find like the best place. If it doesn't work out the first time, then you can go back and try it again. So I'm going to come out right there and push this sucker up on the weed guard. And there you have it. A sweet beaver on a jig. Alright, to wrap up this video, sweet beavers type baits are really versatile. They imitate crawfish, they imitate shad, and they imitate bluegill. The presentation and the way the body is built sends more attraction and more motion and more like waves almost. I forget the word, but it's like little tiny waves that bass recognize with their lateral lines. That is all I have for you today. Like, subscribe, comment, tell everybody you know about cage shear fishing. Comment down below what video y'all want to see next. And Christmas is coming up, which is crazy. I'll have like a big old Christmas spectacle for y'all. So, because I'm sure I'll get a lot of baits for Christmas. But, thanks for watching, and peace out.